What exactly you got me into?
I don't know. That's the whole point.
I hired you to help me figure that out.
Here. I think we're up against a group of corrupt cops. Steals his narcotics. Him and his men get word of deals. They steal the drugs, the cash, and they kill all the witnesses.
And they get Fusco to frame up guys like Lawrence Pope for the murders.
Exactly. I think their next target is Hansen. But I don't know for certain. Hell, I don't know anything for certain because you won't tell me where you're getting your information.
When the towers came down, you were in a hotel in Mexico. I was here. I was working. Didn't even know about the attacks until that evening. You see, Mr. Reese, until that day, I had spent the better part of my life making myself very rich. Suddenly, all that money didn't seem to amount to much. After the attacks, the government gave itself the power to read every email, listen to every cell phone. But they needed something that could sort through it all. Something that could pick the terrorists out of the general population before they could act. The public wanted to be protected. They just didn't want to know how they were being protected. So when they finally got a system that worked, they kept it secret.
So how do you know about it?
I built it. But there was a problem with this machine. I had built it to prevent the next 9/11, but it was seeing all sorts of crimes. So I had to teach the machine to divide the things it saw into two lists, relevant and irrelevant. Events that would cause massive loss of life were relevant, so those would be passed along to the NSA or the FBI.
And the irrelevant information?
Every night at midnight, the machine erases it. It was only later that I realized my mistake. That irrelevant list was eating away at me.
So where's the machine now?
What, the drives? Who knows? Government facilities somewhere. But the machine is everywhere. Watching us with 10,000 eyes. Listening with 1,000,000 ears.
What did I tell you about sending emails?
For 3 weeks, you could practically
Never
move
put
it.
anything in an email you cannot own.
You gave yourself a way to communicate with it.
I was building the government a tool of unimaginable power. I thought maybe an off switch would come in handy. So I built myself a back door into it.
To access the irrelevant list.
Just a social security number. If anyone ever found out, I'd lose access, so 9 digits, that's all we get.
And we have no idea why it picked Diane Hansen.
It wouldn't be steering us toward her if it wasn't seeing something.
But I don't know if I can protect Hansen. I can't see the whole picture.
I offered you a job, Mr. Reese. Never said it would be easy.